Right, so here, so in this session, we'll see about further digestion. So already in the last session, we have completed how the digestion completes in the small intestine, and we also have seen the digestion of fats. So here, when we come to this, once the digestion of the fats completed, it results in the formation of fatty acids and glycerols, and these glycerols, right, are actually absorbed, is absorbed directly, but fatty acids, there is a problem with the fatty acids. So glycerols are directly absorbed, but fatty acids are insoluble. So they are insoluble. So fatty acids are insoluble, and for that reason they will be converted into something called micelles. So in the lumen of the small intestine, this process takes place. So then, once this micelles formation takes place, then these micelles are absorbed into the absorptive cells, which are also called enterocytes of small intestine. Okay, and in that enterocytes of the small intestine, so they are coated with the protein. Okay, of this endoplasmic reticulum. Now, such protein coated fat globules are called chylomicrons. So, you can see here chylomicron formation. So, chylomicron formation, in the enterocytes of small intestine, it takes place. So then, so those micelles are actually water soluble, and such water soluble fatty acids are then absorbed into the lacteals of villi. So here in the intestine, that is small intestine, you will find finger-like projections are called villi, and each villus will be supplied with a lacteal vessel. So this is a lacteal vessel, and you may have here a artery and also a vein that supplies blood and then drains blood from this. So you may see like this. So this is a blood vessel. So in between these villi, you may find small depressions, and these are the depressions which open to outside, and these are called the crypts of library. So this is villi. So this is villus singular, and you will find here the cells lying here, and if you take this one cell and see, this cell also shows projections, right? So these are small cytoplasmic projections, and we call them as microvilli. So here I'm just enlarging that cell. So the epithelium of these villus will have the cells, and those cells will also have this microvilli. So here both villi and microvilli, right? So they increase area of absorption. So they increase the area of absorption or surface area of absorption, right? So that's all about the glycerols and fatty acids. So I said glycerols directly absorbed, but fatty acids are converted into micelles, and then then to chylomicrons, and they will be passing into the lacteal vessel. So this center one is the lacteal vessel, right? You see here, okay, so this is how one villus looks like, right? So this is what here you find, and here these cells will also have small projections which we call them microvilli. So this is whole one is one villus, and you can see at the center there is a lacteal vessel, and these are arteries and veins. Okay, now all these villi, okay, will give a, so it just looks like this, you see, and that's what it gives a brush border appearance. So it gives a brush border appearance. Already I told you that villus and microvilli both will help in increasing the surface area of absorption. So that's about the digestion of fats. Okay, so here in this diagram I can show you, right? So this is the ends of right labyrinth, and you can see these are villi, and between that you find in the crypts. That's why we also call them as intestinal crypts. Okay. Then the next one we shall see about the digestion of nucleic acids. So the digestion of nucleic acids will take place with the help of enzymes called nucleases. It takes place with the help of enzymes called nucleases. So here these nucleases will act on nucleic acids, and these nucleic acids will be converted to nucleotides and nucleosides. Will be converted into nucleotides and nucleosides. So these nucleotides now will be acted upon by another enzymes. Okay, of course this is called nucleotidases. So these nucleotidases act on nucleotides, and that they break down into nucleosides. So these nucleosides will be acted again by another type of enzymes called sidases. So here the sidases, okay, will act on nucleosides. Tidases will act on tides, right, and convert finally into bases, that is nitrogen bases, and then it results even in releasing these sugars. So actually you will get here the phosphates. So the nucleotides will be converted to nucleosides and these phosphates. Okay, so once the phosphates are released here, nucleosides will be acted on by these nucleosidases and finally release these nitrogen bases and sugars. Right. So this is how the digestion of nucleosides, okay, I mean nucleic acids takes place, and finally the simple substances, the nitrogen bases, sugars and phosphates are released, and they will be absorbed into the blood and carried to every cell. So that's all about the digestion of nucleic acid. So complete digestion takes place in the small intestine, and the absorption also takes place in the small intestine. Now, okay, so already this we have completed. So let's see the digestion in large intestine. So here in the large intestine there is no significant digestion that takes place, okay, and in what purpose the large intestine helps? So the large intestine helps in absorption of some water, then it helps in absorption of minerals and also helps in absorption of certain drugs. And the secretion of mucus from these mucus glands will help in adhering the undigested food particles together, and it helps in the formation of feces, right? So that is what undigested particles together, and also helps in lubricating the passage of that feces. Then the undigested and unabsorbed substances are what we call them feces. So these feces enter into the cecum of large intestine through this ileocecal wall. Clear? And this ileocecal wall prevents the backflow of this fecal matter. And finally, the feces are temporarily stored in the rectum till the defecation takes place. So that removal of undigested, unabsorbed food substances from the intestine is what we call defecation. Right. So this is the digestion in case of large intestine. So we understood that there is no digestion that takes place in large intestine. So now let's see the next one. The disorders of digestive system. So under this we will discuss about this jaundice, then vomiting, then diarrhea, and then constipation, and then indigestion. So first let us see this jaundice. So this jaundice is also called icterus, and also it is called hyperbilirubinemia. Then this jaundice is actually a digestive disorder. So it is a digestive disorder, and that is characterized by the presence of yellow color. So that is yellow coloration, or that pigmentation, of the skin, in yellow color. So yellow coloration of the skin is one characteristic feature seen, and also the yellow color of the sclera of the eye will be also seen, right, and also the urine. And it is all caused due to increased concentration of this bilirubin in the blood. So bilirubin is a product that is formed during breakdown of hemoglobin. Right. So now let us see, the normal bilirubin concentration of blood is around 0.5 to 1 mg per 100 ml. Right. So when this value goes beyond 2.0 mg per 100 ml, then the condition cause is called jaundice. So that is, the bilirubin is a yellow colored pigment formed from hemoglobin of worn out RBCs in spleen. So whereas biliverdin will be green color, whereas this bilirubin is a yellow pigment. So now let's see the causes of this jaundice. The causes include excessive destruction of RBC and release of excessive bilirubin into the blood. So if there is some excessive destruction of RBC is taking place, maybe in case of malaria or some other conditions where that results in excessive destruction of RBC and release of excessive bilirubin into the blood, then decreased uptake of bilirubin into the hepatic cells, or disturbances in the normal course of transport pathway of bilirubin, or obstruction of intra or extra hepatic bile duct. So in these cases, the bile will enter into blood circulation, and that causes the problem of jaundice. So the symptoms as we already have seen, it is characterized by the yellow coloration of body tissues, particularly of skin and sclera of eye and the mucous membrane and urine. So this is the characteristic feature, and this is also associated with weakness in limbs, sleeplessness, okay, nerve weakness, headache, and there will be a low back pain. So like that, there are certain symptoms, right? So that's all about this jaundice. Okay, the next one we shall see about vomiting. So here, vomiting, so what we say is a forceful expulsion of contents of stomach through the mouth, right? And here, so during vomiting, the cardiac sphincter and esophagus relax so that a passage is created towards the mouth here. So it is a regurgitation of food from the stomach right to outside. So here, okay, there is a relaxation of this cardiac sphincter. So usually some authors believe that at the junction, okay, so you have we know already here is one cardiac sphincter. So in some authors they say that there are two sphincters in this location. So one we call it the upper esophageal, okay, sphincter, and one more we have is the lower esophageal, okay, sphincters. So this lower esophageal sphincter is what we call the cardiac sphincter. So if some others will take both as one, in that case the number of sphincters along the alimentary canal in human beings will be only 5. And if they take these two as different, then it will become the number of sphincters along the alimentary canal will be 6. Okay, anyway, so we shall see here. Now, the major force for expulsion of these contents from the stomach comes from, okay, the contraction of diaphragm muscles and also from the abdominal muscles. The complex events during vomiting are coordinated by vomiting center in medulla. Okay, right. So before vomiting, there will be increased salivation, there will be sweating, and there may be rapid heart rate discomfort, okay, and there may be even nausea, that is a sensation of vomiting, okay, and clear, fine. Next you will see so now what will be the causes of this vomiting. So the causes of vomiting will be eating harmful food substances, okay, eating spicy food is one reason, okay, excess spicy food. Then so there may be motion sickness, as some people have a problem traveling in cars, okay, buses and so, and that is what we call motion sickness, right? And then there may be because of anxiety, there may be because of anxiety, then there is a problem of, okay, drinking, okay, excess alcohol. All these are causes for vomiting, right? Then they may be taking excess medication. So even excess tablets, taking them will also cause the vomiting here, right? So that is about the vomiting. So then the next one we'll see about diarrhea. Okay, so here diarrhea according to WHO, so what they say is if a person is having 3 or more loose or liquid stools per day, so according to World Health Organization, diarrhea is a condition when there are 2 or more loose or liquid stools per day. So then the condition is what we call it right diarrhea. And I'll take here 3. So because 1 or 2 are common, right? So that can take place. So I'm saying here 3 or more loose or liquid stools per day is a condition what we call a diarrhea. Now let us see the causes of diarrhea. So there may be inadequate fiber in the diet, inadequate fiber content in the diet, so which will result in easy passage of the food. So if fiber content is present in the food, so that may stay in the alimentary canal, then there is a or eating large number of dairy products also results in a condition diarrhea. The next one, so maybe taking antacid medicines can also cause this problem. And then like even depressant medicines. So these antidepressant medicines, and they may be because of stress. So antidepressant medicines, stress, etc. are all some causes of this diarrhea. And coming to the symptoms will be there will be a swollen abdomen. Symptoms will be swollen abdomen. And then there may be abdominal pain. There will be abdominal pain. And then there may be even vomiting, etc. are some symptoms we see when a person is suffering from diarrhea. So of course the diarrhea and vomiting and all this, they can be controlled. We have medications to control such situations. The next one, we shall see is about constipation. So here constipation is having fewer than having fewer than 3 stools per week. Having 3 stools, okay, per week. So means much lesser than, okay, so usually a person have to, okay, go for defecation 1 or 2 times in a day. And in some situations what happens, in some cases the people may not be able to go this defecation, and the number of stools per week are considerably decreased here. So this is what we call constipation. And in severe constipation, the person, even it will be only 1 stool per week. So what are some causes of this constipation? So the causes will include less intake of water, and again that may come with aging also the problem. The peristaltic movements may get less with the aging, and because of that there may be a problem of constipation here. And here also there is a problem when we take drugs like antidepressants and diuretics, okay, taking medicines for antidepressants, antidepression, okay, like, and diuretics. So taking diuretic medicines, okay. So this are some causes. So these are some causes for this constipation. Right. Now this constipation is completely, of course this can also be treated, clear, and okay, fine. So that's about constipation. Then we'll see about indigestion. So here indigestion is a condition when food is not digested properly. Okay, so in this case food is not digested properly, and because of this we may get feeling of fullness. Okay, so indigestion is a condition we also call it okay, dyspepsia. So you can call this as a dyspepsia. So what are the causes? Let's see. So inadequate production of enzymes. So if sufficient enzymes are not produced, then it causes okay, indigestion. Then there may be because of okay, right. So food poisoning can also is the reason, and then over eating and eating spicy food. So all these are the reasons for indigestion here. So let's see the symptoms of this indigestion. So we feel there will be bloating. So there is a bloating. So bloating is a feeling of fullness. Okay. Then there will be belching, and also there is a formation of gas. Okay. Then there will be nausea and vomiting also. It takes place, and okay. So burning in the stomach or in the upper abdomen. So burning sensation in stomach or right? So this can also be treated. So almost what we have seen, the disorders of the digestive system, the jaundice, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation and indigestion, so they all can be right treated. So with this we complete, okay, this chapter, digestion and absorption, and from the next session we shall see the objective questions from this chapter.